Well, it finally looks like the nightmare is going to be over, and Dan Snyder is expected to sell, and very, very soon. So we're going to talk about that in today's video. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. Also hit that like button and the notification bell as well so you never miss a video. Also guys, one thing before we start, just make sure when you guys are seeing these tweets and stuff that it's a good source, someone like Kime or even like Schefter, Ian Rapport, even JP Finley as well, guys like that, because and make sure it's an actual report, because if it's not, a lot of it is just rumors and that's it. A lot of these people, a lot of these sites are trying to get as many clicks as possible and might be spreading misinformation, or it might be a certain side in terms of maybe it's Dan Snyder, or maybe the bidders are trying to push a certain agenda, and someone like Kime or even Schefter, specifically Kime, will probably be like, I just want to report the facts and I don't want to necessarily spread some false information, versus some of these other sites that are trying to get clicks might just go ahead and publish that story anyway. So just something to keep in mind. But JP Finley yesterday said, actually, let's go back a little bit. A few days ago, we got the report that Dan Snyder and Tanya Snyder have cleared out their offices in, I believe, Ashburn, I think. And that was it happened multiple months ago. They've been living in London, so that's one big sign that it's going to be selling. And now it's like basically like 100% confirmed that Dan Snyder is selling. We know it's happening. It's just a matter of not if, but when it happens. And it looks like it's gonna happen relatively soon. So this is what JP Finley said yesterday. Commanders sales news was in the red zone, and now it is first and goal. And then someone asked first and goal from the question mark, and then JP Finley says, let's see, sounds like at least inside the 5. So maybe a 3-yard line, could be in the next couple days. I mean, when you're in the 3, usually you score within a couple attempts. And I mean, the Commanders maybe not, especially against the Titans with Carson Wentz under QB, but it should happen relatively soon. I'm excited. Maybe happen in the next couple days. I think they probably want to have it done maybe before league meetings, which I think happens pretty soon. I'm not 100% sure, but it's in March, so next week or so it'll probably, in the next 2 weeks it'll probably be happening. The league meeting, so I would assume that it should happen before then. And I think I was watching Mike Florio talk, and Mike Florio, he does not like Dan Snyder at all, and he doesn't like the Commanders at all. But in this scenario, he's been pretty good in terms of his reporting, and he even kind of said that the sale and the new buyer and everything will happen at the same time. He thinks the league wants it to be like, okay, they announce it randomly on one day, maybe the league meetings, that Dan Snyder sold the team to, let's say, Josh Harris, for example, or Jeff Bezos, whoever it is. They want it to all happen at once, so could happen, again, in the next couple weeks is my guess on when it happens. Probably right around when the league meetings happen is when they'll announce it. Maybe it's being finalized now, or maybe it's like pretty much already finalized and they're just waiting for the league meeting to happen. And yeah, it's been known for a while that we think it's going to sell, but now it's basically 100%. It looks like Dan isn't going to try to pull some funny business and try to make it longer, or change his mind or anything like that. It looks like it's happening. He's selling, and we're not going to have to wait this thing out for months, or some people even thought like a year or so. So I'm very happy that looks like it's going to happen the next couple weeks. Another hint that or a clue that this is happening is that the Commanders are delaying signing bonus payouts for new contracts more than normal. The implication per sources is that this suggests Dan Snyder's possible sell-by date. I think the payout dates are fairly telling. That's what a source said. And a little bit more in detail, this is just from Ben Stanek's story. The Commanders structured contracts this offseason by delaying signing bonus payouts until May. Typically, players get paid within a month. That could mean the sale of the team is close and the bonus payouts become the responsibility of the next owner. And as much as I dislike Dan Snyder, it's understandable. He doesn't want to pay out the contract right now, wants to have the next owner pay that out, and that makes sense. And, I didn't really know that they could do that, and that's kind of why I thought they wouldn't spend as much in free agency, and they haven't, but the draw and paying deal surprised me a little bit as well. but this is just another clue that the sale is happening. And not only that the sale is happening, it's happening soon. It's because it's 100% happening before May. So it's going to happen probably before the draft for sure. And I'm thinking before the end of April. Or before the end of March. And then Chad Ryan says, and this is where you get into the rumors, okay? The first few reports, I definitely believe. And, I mean, definitely this one, you can see the structure of the contract. This one, I mean, I believe J.P. Finley as well. And then, yeah, these two reports, I believe. And once you start getting to this, it's a little bit more like, okay, who really knows? But he said, hearing lots of chatter, and this is from Chad Ryan, that the bidding process for the Commanders has officially ended and unsuccessful bidders have been notified. No solid confirmation on successful bidder at this stage, but all signs point to Josh Harris / Mitchell Rales, HBC or HBSE. Stay tuned. #HTTC. So he kind of said that, you know, it's officially ended, and I guess this was today. And he tweeted this today, and that Josh Harris is the front runner to buy it. We really don't know. Who knows? Maybe Jeff Bezos came in and swooped in and bought the team, or he's just waiting for Seattle. Either way, I'm happy with Josh Harris. I will be very happy with Josh Harris. I'll be very happy with Jeff Bezos. Anyone's better than Dan Snyder, 100%. There's a couple that, or one guy I really didn't want, Tillman Fertitta, still would have taken him over Dan Snyder, but wouldn't have been really happy with it. But Josh Harris / Mitchell Rales, I like that combination. Those guys are well respected. Josh Harris has experience running teams, and obviously it's different league to league. It's different going from the NBA and the NHL to going to the NFL, but it's similar in terms of a lot of the structure and, you know, knowing that you're in charge, but you're not really in charge at the same time. You are in charge in the sense where, I mean, you're paying the bills and you're hiring the people, but after that, you let those people do their job, which Dan Snyder did not do, or he just hired a bunch of yes men. So that is something that I'll be very happy with Josh Harris. And Jeff Bezos, he's run a lot of successful businesses. I'm sure he'll be able to do the same thing with the Washington Commanders. So Josh Harris, Jeff Bezos, even Tillman Fertitta is better than Dan Snyder. But give me Josh Harris or Jeff Bezos, and I will be ecstatic. This is finally happening after 24 years of suffering under Dan Snyder. It looks like we are finally moving on and getting a new owner. Like, people across the league, I feel like they know he's bad, but they don't know why. Like, this guy has made some, obviously the toxic workplace and, you know, the allegations against him, not just the financial ones, but the other ones involving him personally and what he's done to other people. Those are really bad. I mean, that does affect a little bit the team, you know, in terms of the workplace environment and the culture you have in that building. But also, he was involved in personnel decisions. Like, you know, I believe the Jeff George thing, the Marty Schottenheimer, he moved on from him because he didn't have enough power, because Dan didn't feel like he had enough power. The RG3 thing, the Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace Dwayne Haskins, but the Dwayne Haskins thing, and many other things, and then just hiring guys like Bruce Allen, and, you know, yeah, Bruce Allen is the biggest one, yes man, and obviously, you know, Bruce wasn't the only issue, but he was an issue because Dan hired him as a yes man and just did everything that Dan wanted and did a bunch of bad things on his own. But people don't understand how bad he's been and how detrimental he's been, you know, to this franchise. How, you know, he just crumbled a once historic top 3, some people even think top 1 franchise in the world, or not in the world, in the NFL, in the Washington Redskins, to one of the laughing stocks of the NFL. Like, even when we're not bad, people are just still like laugh at us. Like, you're the Redskins, you're the Washington football team. They didn't even call it a Washington football team. They just call us the football team. Oh, you're the Commanders. Like, you guys suck. You have Dan Snyder. Like, just no respect. No respect at all. Just get clowned on by the national media. And it's fine, but it gets annoying at some point. And I'm happy that we'll start to gain a little bit more respect. And not just the respect doesn't really matter too much for me. It's more just we'll have someone that's an actual human being that, you know, will, you know, be able to run this team and actually treat people well. And Mitchell Rales, who's Josh Harris's partner, if Josh Harris does indeed buy the team, has been very, very respected and well regarded amongst the people that have worked under him. So I'm not worried about that at all, and I'm very, very excited for this to finally be over. We could get a new owner any day now. Any day, any minute, any hour, any second, we'll have a new owner. And yeah, I'm excited for that. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, peace, guys.